Today I'm leaving the driver and the 3-wood in the bag. Today's going to be all about my irons, wedges and my putter. Does it really make a difference with me getting it on the fairway and getting it on the green? And can I sink the putts? I'm not going to be aiming for the pins, I'm going to be aiming for the smart play here. Get it on the green and just sink it. Let's see if it makes a difference. Out there it looks simple, but it never is. Today I'm going to try something new. I'm going to leave the 3-wood and the driver in the bag. They're not going to come out once, and today I'm going to be trying to really just play it safe. You know, it's irons, wedges, putter. That's all that I'm going to be using. It's going to be about the mentality of pick the shot, pick the line on the tee. Let's get it to a safe place on the fairway, and then let's get a green and reg and putt. I'm making it really, really simple here today to try and see if that's going to lower my score. I'm not going to be hunting flags, I'm going to be playing to yardages. The mission is just control, fewer doubles, fewer misses, more fairways, more greens. If discipline wins, then the card today is going to show it. This is Seeking Scratch.
First tee at Ellesborough, and I'm already a bit on edge. I'm sat on the bench watching the group on the 9 iron up the green, and I can feel myself hurrying. Irons only today. Keep it simple, but I rush it anyway. I grab the 4 iron, step up, and only as I'm over the ball do I realise I haven't put my glove on. No proper routine, just a quick breath and a swing. It's thin contact and it leaks onto the rough. So I walk up telling myself to slow down. From the scruffy lie I try to flight one in, but it comes up about 40 yards short and right. The wind just shoves it, you know, nowhere near the green. But that's the reminder. Don't chase, let's just reset. I take a simple chip and land it onto the surface, let it release and tap it in for a par.
I better get better from here. Better get better.
Up next is a par 5. The wind is straight in and I'm off with a 3 iron. I commit to the start line and the strike's fine, but the wind really holds it up. It lands well back of the number. Second in is a 4 iron. It's the same plan, just advance and accept the yardage. Again, not far in this breeze, and I'm still outside wedge range. That's going to leave me with a 9 iron in. This is the window I wanted. Ball toucher back, smooth swing, and it flies true and lands in the heart of the green. I'm about 8 feet, and it's a real look for a birdie here and to get under par. Set the face.
Go on.
And it just drifts past the low edge. It's fine, it's a tap and par, and the discipline stays.
It's interesting not playing the driver off the tee because it's forcing me into positions that I'm not usually in. Much further back on the fairway, meaning like it's longer irons in. Like the par 5 was a 3 iron, then a 4 iron, and then a 9 iron. It's not bad, but it's interesting.
Irons only changes how I pick fights on a golf course. Targets first, clubs second. I choose the miss before I choose the swing. Lay up to full numbers, not to hope. On short par 4s, I'm buying a clean yardage. On par 5s, it's 2 advances and then a wedge. Start line matters more than speed. Into wind, I'll take the window down. Crosswind, I'll hold the face and ride the breeze to the safe side. The rule is really simple. Target, safe miss, entry number. If I do that, then in theory, doubles don't show up.
Okay, I know it's slow and I know I'm getting frustrated. I'm making shots with mistakes. I've just sent one, well, I've hooked one left and I need to make a recovery now. Now this is probably where the practice from the session is going to come into play of clear the mind,
It's a new shot. You know, don't go for the hero shot. Just do what you need to do to save a par, save a bogey. Oh, okay.
Scrambling isn't magic. It starts before the mistake. With irons only, my misses are calmer, so the scramble is a plan, not a panic. First question is always the lie. Can I advance it, or do I take the medicine? Then, I pick a landing spot, not a flag, front third if I can, use a slope and let it run out. If I'm short-sighted, I don't try to be a hero. I play to the circle I can one-putt from most of the time. Uphill, inside 8 feet, beats a 50-50 flop all day. The checklist is simple. Lie, landing, leave. Pick the miss before I pick the swing. Quiet hands, chest through, land it on the spot. These greens are the real test. Wind on the surface, quick down grain, and everything wants to run. From 20 to 40 feet, I'm thinking about speed first. Diet at the hole and leave myself stress-free. I don't mind a lot of two putts if the first one is honest. Under the hole, tap in pace, move on. That's the game today. Miss on the smart side, scramble to an uphill look, and accept the two when it's the right play. Because here, the greens decide if you're scoring or if you're just surviving. And as I bumped into another member, this is what he told me I should really focus on.
It's a tough place to get down the scratching.
Definitely. I mean, the greens are the tricky part.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, when you have a look at things like 1, 5 and 9,
Yeah.
you know, you'll take two putts on those pretty much 99% of the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, and they're not long holes, any of them. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
It's
yeah.
exactly that. It's all about the short game,
Yeah.
I'm finding. But
How long have you been here?
since just before March.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
start
not long,
of March. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm John, sorry.
Nice to meet you, John.
Yeah.
Braden.
Nice to meet you, Braden. Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, good luck with it.
Thank you.
And as I finish talking to John, I chip it close and try to save another par. That settles the nerves a bit. It's been a slow day, and there's loads of 4 balls ahead, and the light's fading. That's just autumn golf.
It's another par in the books. Oh my word, it's not easy.
So I make a couple of changes. Slower swing for control, ball a touch further back, and I feel my trail hand drop towards my pocket on the way down. Straight away the strike feels cleaner, and the start line looks tighter. Wind's into me most of the day, so I stop pretending I can beat it.
Go on, roll down.
I start clubbing up without thinking twice, and I'm picking targets that give me room on the safe side. If it's between numbers, I'm shooting the one that leaves an uphill look, not a hero distance. The pace could wind you up if you let it. Instead, I use the gaps to set the next picture. Check the gusts in the trees, choose a start line and one rehearsal for length, and then step in. Same cadence, whether it's a good swing or a bad one. Hole 8 is a good example of that. The green sits into the slope and everything runs right to left. You've got to use it. Aim a touch higher, land it on the safe side, and let gravity do the rest. When I respect that shape, the ball finishes pin high without me forcing the flight. Scrambling's honest today too. It's lie first and then landing and then leave. If I'm short-sighted and playing to a circle I'm happy to one putt from, not chasing a miracle. Par saves feel like little wins in this wind.
My approach game is on point today. See if we can birdie this and get us down and finish on a 1 over through 9. Wow, it's got a massive break. Absolutely massive. Go on, go on. Oh dear. So as we finished 9 holes, we finished 2 over. And do you know what? Playing without a driver and woods and things that kind of really push you down there, so you're playing driver and wedge, it does really challenge you, and it completely changes the game in a good way. And, you know, it goes to show that in the beginning my putting wasn't great, but towards the end that was really the thing that was saving me, and my short game. But the long irons were the things that were letting me down off the fairway sometimes. So I don't know, it's a real mix of things. I don't know what to take from today, but if anything, it goes to show you can play golf without a driver. Maybe not consistent, but enough to get you to 2 over through 9. But we'll take it. We'll take it indeed.
It's 6:45 in the morning the following day after playing with just my irons, no woods, no drivers off the tees, and you know what, it's interesting to look back on it because we weren't necessarily scoring, and I didn't have the mentality of attack the pin, yet close to 5 out of the 9 holes that I played, I stuck it to within 5 foot. Now, I don't know whether that's just because we were getting warmed up with the irons and there was a bit of consistency there, but I am heading to the range because I did notice that my strikes are really, really thin. There was a lot of picking at the ball, and it's something that I need to work on. It's always been a really bad habit of mine, is to pick the ball, and it's probably developed from playing at the driving range a bit too much. But there's this tail method that I've seen, and it's all to do with your impact on the ball. So obviously you put a towel down just behind the ball, and your aim is to not hit the towel, you want to hit the ball, and if you end up thinning it, or picking the ball, or fatting it, you're going to end up hitting the towel. So the practice is going to be to, you know, get the compression on the ball. In return, that should stop me from spinning it so much as well, and stop the ball from going so high. But we'll see. We'll see how the session gets on.
Ranges can trick you. Big buckets feel productive, but most of it never shows up on the course. Having a plan fixes that. It gives the ball a job and a way to say that worked or it didn't. You're not training a perfect swing, you're training decisions. Start line, height, and where a miss is okay. That's golf. A plan also protects your energy. You stop when the quality drops instead of digging a hole trying to find that one perfect shot. It adds a bit of pressure too. One picture, one routine, one ball. So the first tee doesn't feel like a shot.
It's been an interesting range session, and I've learned a few things, you know, like putting the towel down just to help with that compression. And it really does show kind of where the mishits are for me with my irons. You know, like the hits aren't bad, like they still go straight. So the mishits aren't, you know, they're not the thing that's putting me out of play. However, it is something that I do need to improve. You know, when I'm looking at the long game and thinning the shots, the ball's just going to go too long. So it's something I need to work on. But it also equally helps me with the height problem that I have. So using the towel has really helped today. But equally so, I got distracted and ended up playing around with my 3-wood a little bit. I've changed the settings, don't know if you can see that, to B3. Now, when I'm on good terms with this club, like, that's it. I play so well. But I haven't been, probably for 6 months now. But for me to be able to just hit straight with this club, like, yeah, it's a real game changer when this is working in my game. So I'm so happy that that's back to it.